तारे दो ही जगह अच्छे लगते हैं, एक तो आसमान में या फिर कंधे पे। आर्मी इज नॉट अ नौकरी, इट्स अ वे ऑफ लाइफ।
मुझे सिर्फ देशभक्ति जगानी है, सिर्फ 26 जनवरी और 15 अगस्त को नहीं। मेरे पूरे लाइफ स्पैन के 2 साल, 1 साल ऐसे कोई स्कीम है जो डिफेंस सिस्टम में मैं एट एनी एज एंटर कर सकता हूँ?
गॉड फॉरबिड, अगर रेलवेज ने हड़ताल कर दी, समथिंग हैपेंस, सिविल वॉर, आई एम टेलिंग यू, ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है, देन टीए रेलवेज, दे आर कॉम्पिटेंट इनफ टू रन द इंजन्स।
So post 1992, female population in terms of new recruits has increased.
The ladies are coming up and good for the nation. Actually shoulder से shoulder मिला के काम कर रही हैं. They are coming up so well. And in army, they are being trained as equal to a male officer.
TA battalion are responsible for going on the war.
अब मैंने तो अपने बच्चे बढ़ते हुए नहीं देखे। वो अगली बार आता है तो बच्चा गोद में आने के लिए बोलता है कि कौन है पता नहीं। When I came back home, मैंने बोला मिहिर राजा, बोलो तो हूँ इसे बोला कि बोला बाबा है बाबा। नो, बाबा फोटो में दिखा रहा है। I am proud to say कि आर्मी और आर्मी एयरफोर्स नेवी is the only organization which doesn't have a reservation.
Fantastic. In this episode, Colonel Joshi has explained to us about how the Indian Army works during the crucial times. He also speaks about the army system, the hierarchy, and how one can join the forces, and especially a common man for a specific time. Welcome, sir. Welcome to my show. मैं एक प्रोफेशनल हूँ, या मैं एक सर्विस ओरिएंटेड हूँ, या मैं एक बिजनेसमैन हूँ, पर मुझे सिर्फ देशभक्ति जगानी है, सिर्फ 26 जनवरी और 15 अगस्त को नहीं। तो पूरे साल भर में मेरे पूरे लाइफ स्पैन के अगर मैंने वो 4 साल, 5 साल, 2 साल, 1 साल ऐसे कोई स्कीम है जो डिफेंस सिस्टम में मैं एट एनी एज एंटर कर सकता हूँ?
Firstly, let me tell you, whenever I say army, it means army, air force and navy, because every time repeating all three, so I would always say army. So army means all three. Now firstly, RK, I just want to tell you, army is not a nokri, it's a way of life.
Oh.
It's a way of life, ये 24/7।
जैसे सनातन धर्म होता है, एक जीने का तरीका होता है, बुद्धिज्म है जीने का तरीका होता है, क्रिश्चियनिटी जीने का तरीका होता है, वैसे ही
दिस आर्मी लाइफ इज अ रिलीजन, इट्स अ रिलीजन। हाउ, इसको आप कैसे पूछते हो, कैसे पूजा करते हो, यहाँ पे पूजा है ने कर्म, कैसे कर्म करते हो और फल की चिंता न करते हुए अपना काम करते रहते हो 24 घंटे, दैट इज व्हाट इट इज। फल मिलता है, कभी नहीं मिलता है, लेकिन चलते रहते हैं।
अब इस रिलीजन को अपनाना है, आर्मी, डिफेंस, इस रिलीजन को अगर समझो मुझे अपनाना है, या मेरे भारतवासी को अपनाना है, या मेरे ऐसे कोई देशवासी को अपनाना है जो इस देश में नहीं रहता है लेकिन देश के बाहर रहता है, तो वो कैसे अपना सकता है?
वेल देखो, ऐसे प्रश्न मेरे को कई लोगों ने पूछा।
रादर देन नॉट गिविंग द चैरिटी, मतलब वहां बैठ के मैं ऑनलाइन ट्रांसफर कर दूं और मैं बोलूं मैंने देशभक्त के लिए कुछ साहसी काम कर दिया बाय पेइंग सम मनी फ्रॉम माय इनकम, वो नहीं बोल रहा हूं। फिजिकल हम क्या कर सकते हैं, क्या कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं?
इस क्वेश्चन पे मैं बाद में आता हूं, उससे पहले मैं एक चीज बताता हूं। हम हमेशा बोलते हैं यू मीन टू से नेशन बिल्डिंग, देश के लिए नेशन बिल्डिंग। अभी नाउ इफ यू से नेशन बिल्डिंग, तो नेशन बिल्डिंग कौन नहीं करता? टीचर्स जो बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं, उनका करियर बनाते हैं, उनको एक फ्यूचर तैयार करते हैं, वो नेशन बिल्डिंग कर रहे हैं। सिविल इंजीनियर्स वो नेशन बिल्डिंग कर रहे हैं, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर, आईटी, सब नेशन बिल्डिंग में लगे हुए हैं। बिजनेसमैन, इतने बड़े बड़े बिजनेसमैन है जिसके बाद
उनको तनख्वाह भी तो मिल रही है, उनको प्रॉफिट्स भी मिल रहे हैं।
नहीं, तो फिर दे आर डूइंग, अभी प्रॉफिट्स मिल रहे हैं। इन बार्गेन, व्हेन ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल इज डेवलपिंग, द होल सोसाइटी इंप्रूव्स, the whole state improves, the whole nation improves. So this is a challenge. Notwithstanding that, if one wants to actively contribute towards nation, which I am coming to your question now, then there are means and ways. There is a territorial army in armed forces, wherein they embody civilians into the
Army
into the army.
अगर मैं एक सिविलियन हूँ और मुझे ये रिलीजन अपनाना है इन शॉर्ट टर्म और लॉन्ग टर्म, और मेरी एज हो चुकी है, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल मैं 35 हो चुका हूँ, मैं 32 हो चुका हूँ, मैं 40 हो चुका हूँ, सो इज देयर एनी प्रोविजन वेयर आई कैन स्टिल जॉइन आर्मी?
Okay, there is a provision. We have got territorial army battalions, which look after the what we say development and security of rear areas. Now, rear areas, I mean to say, front, you know, the forward the forward areas, and then the rear. Rear is are the cities, metros, or the hinterland inside. Now, the TA concept had started when during the wars, when army has gone for war. Almost complete army goes on deployment and they go for war. What about the security of families? Not army families, families, the civilian population behind. उनको भी तो किसने देखना है? Because what happens whenever the war is on, the paratroopers of enemy, they drop inside the enemy territory, like for us, and we also drop into our para forces, they drop across. So like as we do, they also do, and they carry out sabotage, they carry out arson, they carry out destruction of bridges, they bombarding of villages, then raiding the houses, civilian houses. Got it? So that the security forces are tied down here. So just to prevent them, not to tie them out, and they concentrate on the war per se, these battalions were raised.
Okay.
Now these are called territorial armies. Besides the rear area security, they are also into the developmental. Like we have got TA railways, railway TA we call it, ecological TA. Now railway TA means what happens is if God forbid अगर railways ने वो कर दिया, हड़ताल कर दी, something happens, some this thing, then at the time of when we actually जब हमको चाहिए होगा, civil war, I am telling you, ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है, then TA railways, they are competent enough to run the engines, run the trains.
So it is under the provision of law, or it is under provision of
proper
defense?
अपने इसमें है, this is there, TA battalion they are running, they are there. Then ecological,
so मतलब just out of curiosity, मैंने imagine कर लिया कि अगर कल ट्रेनों की हड़ताल हो गई और गवर्नमेंट ने बोल दिया कि भाई हम ट्रेन नहीं चलाएंगे, तो आर्मी आएगी ट्रेन चलाने?
Yes, TA रेलवेज.
प्लेन अगर उन्होंने बोल दिया,
अभी तक प्लेन तक पहुंचे नहीं है, नहीं, बट एयरफोर्स दिस थिंग आर देयर, बट अगेन दे आर, ये कब होगा? वॉर के टाइम पे तो स्ट्राइक पे नहीं जाएगा कोई, सिंपल. बट ऐसे नॉर्मल इसमें कुछ हो जाता तो एयरफोर्स पायलट्स हैं, दैट इज देयर. सो जस्ट टू obviate any such chances, these TA battalions are now ecological TA battalions. What they do plantation. They do plantation.
So you say, sir, territorial army battalions are there in the system?
Yes, they are. One battalion is in Pune.
But they are never seen in the...
No, they are very much there.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Probably we are very much busy boarding trains and
they are very much metros. Yeah, now railway TA is in Hyderabad.
Okay.
And Pune, I don't know. There is one TA battalion, they are called Home and Hearth. Now, what does it mean? Like in Jammu and Kashmir and this thing. So these battalions, they are, and the recruitment is for the son of the soils, like in Kashmir. कश्मीरी लड़कों को they should not get into the militancy, इसमें ना जाए. So to get them into the mainstream, such measures have been taken. They are recruited. I'm talking of Jawans as of now. They are recruited there and they do this thing. And for home and earth, for J&K, this thing, then they do some intelligence work. वो सब उस तरह का काम करते हैं. These are for Jawans. I'm now TA battalion. I'm talking of all the 3-4 TA battalions, various TA battalions. As far as officers are concerned, like for example, RK, if you want to join army, the limit of the age limit is I think 47 years.
47 is the
47 years tak
so
you can join.
You can enter at the age of 47.
Enter. You
Okay.
can enter till age of 47. Now, but you have to write entrance exam, and then you have to undergo SSB, Service Selection Board interview. You have to get through SSB interview, and then you are selected as an officer, and then you are embodied into TA battalion.
Oh,
Embodied. This is called embodiment and
How
disembodiment.
usually how much time does it take?
So now you see 4 to 5 months, 6 months.
Oh, within
Written
6 months.
exam after 1.5 month, I think result. Then you go for SSB. After SSB, another 2 months, 3 months, and you join.
So at the age of 47, I can
Till
that is
age
the-
of 47
Till the
you
age
can.
of 47, I can enter.
Enter.
I can prepare myself for the SSB and the entrance exams,
Yes.
and then I will be a formal officer.
Formal
a
officer, you will
proper-
be as a lieutenant firstly.
Oh,
Firstly,
we-
you will go
trained-
as per the hierarchy only, rank.
Okay, so we will be trained under the army. The
Yeah,
way
you will be trained under army like I was trained, like any army officer is trained. They are trained, and then they are posted there in the battalions.
Okay.
So they do all the job. They will do firing also, like because firing, drill, these are basic things which a Fauji should know, whether TA or otherwise, or a regular officer. Besides that, he has to do his domain. Like if it's ecological, he has to go for tree plant and arboriculture. He has to learn about plants and this thing, right? If he is in a railway TA, he has to learn about the railways, how to run the engine, the mechanics of this thing, coupling, and all that. So all nuances and all nuances of the railways, like different just TA button, they do the same. So once you come to the battalion, then you can continue till 6 months. You are embodied. After that, as per your performance, if your performance is fantastic, good, and if you are all liking it, and if you say, I want to continue, they will allow you to continue.
till what age? 58.
58, then it's still 58.
So for 11 years further, I can spend
You can
time.
go
So I
thing.
can
You will get complete pay of Indian Army of the lieutenant, and not only that, if you continuously go for 3 years, you will become captain. Then 6 years you will become major. 6 years you will become major, and 10 years you will become lieutenant colonel.
Oh,
So if you join now, so within 10 years, by the time you retire from this place, you will become lieutenant colonel and come out.
so all the perks, perquisites, everything is
there
as good as what my existing.
everything, all perks and privileges.
So there is
will
no
be-
short service in this tenure.
This is short service. If you want to quit, you go.
Okay.
But once you are disembodied and gone back to the
You cannot come back.
If you can come back. That is what best part of TA is, that you go back again, serve for a year in your industry or in your company or this thing. अब बोला बोर हो गया, I have to go back to army यार, बहुत हो गया. And then just write an application to them. I am
I wish to come back.
my IC number, my number, army number is so and so. I am embodied so and so. उसका कुछ format होता है. You fill it, they will call you. चले जाओ, join. Again कोई interview वगैरह की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. You are just straightway comes.
So this particular pattern of I would say not recruitment but
This is
embodiment
called embodiment.
is there since ages or it has
I think
recently?
I don't know exact why I should not give the wrong this thing, but yes, it is from, I think must be from the war. If wars जब हुए अपने तब ये तब ये निकला होगा ये ना, या रियर एरिया में कौन देखेगा क्या करेगा.
हाँ,
दो
बिकॉज पहले के ज़माने में जब वॉर हुआ करते थे, जनरली डिफेंस एंड आर्मी बोले तो वॉर,
वो
उसी के
आगे
लिए वो
लड़ते
लोग
थे.
उसी के लिए ये पूरा कम्युनिटी या ये
क्योंकि
पूरा
उसमें क्या हो जाता है, बीएसएफ इज आल्सो एंगेज्ड, आर्मी एयरफोर्स नेवी तो ऑब्वियसली वो तो है
So,
ही.
is BSF a part of army?
No, BSF is comes under home ministry. They are paramilitary forces.
What do you mean by paramilitary?
Paramilitary forces, they are military, but yet they are used in civil, this thing, like CRPF,
Oh,
Central Reserve Police Force, SSB, Sashastra Sena Bal, ऐसे का SSB. But then we have got
CISF.
CISF, Central Industrial Security Force, which look after airport nowadays. So they are all paramilitary forces, and of course they are for particular purpose. But as far as Army, Air Force, Navy is concerned, they are only there to maintain the sanctity of international border.
That's it.
That is it. जो vision of a company बोलते हैं ना, the vision of a company of or the aim of the army is to maintain the sanctity of Indian borders. एक लाइन में. अब तुम वो कैसे करते हो, that is the battle.
So one is the terrain, one is the coastal.
Okay. We have got three types of borders. We have got
Right.
coastal.
But this is one of the toughest borders of the world, India.
No. Israel has also got tough. Like India and Israel are quite common. Have you seen a map of Israel?
Definitely.
It is like this. So is India like this. Only thing is, we have got sea down below, they have got sea up Mediterranean Sea.
Oh,
right?
Right.
On the left, it's Egypt. On top, it's Lebanon. On the eastern side is Jordan. So all the three sides, they are surrounded by enemies. So we are Pakistan, China. So our and Israelis, we are almost same geographically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So coming back to this TA element, are these members of TA or the
TA battalion.
TA battalion are responsible for going on the war?
No, they are in support of the war.
They will not be on the front. Okay. So they are trained to take care of the boundaries inside the country.
They have got the areas inside the boundaries.
Inside
in
the
the hinterland, they call it backside. And also look after the families, villages, towns.
So the main reason of this podcast is to understand if a career can be done at a particular age, or is there any restriction? Now, if I, for example, if I want to serve Navy or probably Army ka any wing, I will have to go through all those exams. I will have to go through all those training elements, or I am not allowed to enter once I am 21 plus.
I will come to that. Yeah. Now, as far as TA battalion is concerned, or as far as entry of officers is concerned, you need to clear written exam and SSB, Service Selection Board interview. Because Army, whether regular or TA, they are in command of body of troops, right? Body of troops. Their training, their welfare, their operational, their career progression, everything depends upon the commander. There are at times they have got the situations to take the decision in the split of the second, without under the stress, without getting bogged down, and that to correct decisions. So SSB assesses you whether you are fit to be an army officer or not. अगर SSB में fail होता है and he doesn't become an army officer, that doesn't mean that he is not good. He is good in something else.
Okay.
Got it?
So the entire ecosystem has to be supported.
Ecosystem has to be supported.
And army ecosystem is not only about war.
No, it is not only war. Now, I will just tell you, like when I was commanding a battalion, I will come to your 21 years wala jo pucha, I will come back to you. When I was in army, I was commanding my battalion. That time, I've got 1,000 guys in my battalion, 1,000 soldiers. I should not say guys, 1,000 soldiers in my battalion. I am not responsible for this 1,000. I am responsible for 1,000 into 4, family of each. So I am responsible for 4,000 people. एक सिपाही भूप सिंह की वाइफ को तकलीफ है तो भाई क्यों तकलीफ हुआ है उसको, वो भूप सिंह की तो जिम्मेदारी है, वो लुक आफ्टर, पर उसको कुछ होता है, वो द कमांडिंग ऑफिसर is not responsible as such, but he has to take care of her through her husband, through, in fact, not he, through my wife, like CO's wife, and through that is where the Army Wives Welfare Association, AWA, Army Wives Welfare Association comes into play.
Oh, so that
Like,
means even wives are
wives
also
are, they are
equally responsible.
integral part of Army. Like if my wife, say for example, if I take my wife becomes the head of the AWA, the organization in the unit.
Oh,
And all the company commander wives, they are with her, in
Goosebumps
support
aa
of
gaya,
her. And all Jawan's wife, they are all together, and our battalion is divided into companies: Alpha Company, Bravo Company, Charlie Company, Delta Company. Now all these company, like Alpha Company ladies, families, troops families, they are the company commander's wife is responsible for the ladies, right? And likewise there are 4 company commanders, so 4 companies ke ladies wives, they are under their respective company commanders wives, under matlab in care, under the care,
so matlab
and overall comes the CO's wife, who is under the care of this
army ka soldier is not responsible for making the country, even their respective wives are
now just see,
responsible.
if we are out of say 32 years of my service, 20 years I am out on the border. अब मैंने तो अपने बच्चे बढ़ते हुए नहीं देखे, वो अगली बार आता है तो बच्चा गोद में आने के लिए बोलता है कि कौन है पता नहीं. My wife had to, actually once happened when I came back home, my wife had to tell, हमेशा used to tell, hey baba hai, baba hai. When I came, I had a beard and all, I was coming from J&K. मैंने बोला मिहिर राजा, बोलो तो हूँ, इसे बोला कि बोला बोला बाबा है, बाबा, नो बाबा फोटो में दिखा रहा है.
Oh,
So that is it. So we have got lot of this thing, and so is my wife. Our wives, they, when we are at the borders and we are away from home, they have to handle. They are big support. They look after. They are support, मतलब हमारे बच्चों को भी पालना है और यूनिट के लेडीज को भी संभालना है, उनके बच्चों को भी देखना है.
So the
It's a big family.
responsibility is on both sides.
Yeah. और ओवरऑल सीओ, अब लेडी को क्या प्रॉब्लम है, देन माय वाइफ टेल मी, ये उसके वाइफ को ये प्रॉब्लम है, आप प्लीज वो उसके जवान को भेजो घर पे, एंड और या तो फिर उसके एडमिशन कहीं ना वो कहीं बड़े हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट करवाइए. समथिंग आई एम गिविंग एग्जांपल. दो आई स्पीक टू द स्पेशलिस्ट टू दैट हॉस्पिटल के ऐसा ऐसा, आई एम सेंडिंग समवन ये है, एंड प्लीज.
So ये TA battalion में भी same format.
Same, nothing. CA has TA,
So
battalion also has got a CO.
Tomorrow, I'm just imagining myself, getting into the
TA.
TA uniform by passing all those.
By the way, uniform is same. Again, everything is same.
Oh, so
thing is same.
If I am eligible and if I am passing all the criteria of exams and everything, so even my wife becomes responsible for the entire unit.
Yeah, if you are a company commander, then the troops under your company, their wives, your wife will be responsible for them.
Oh.
And if you become CO, if you continue continuously, you continue the 14-15 years, जब भी you continue, then the whole battalion ऐसा होता है.
So मतलब,
but वैसे क्या हो जाता है, CO बनने के लिए ना, the regular forces, army officers, they come. Because because what happens is the officers, they get disembodied because they don't want to break the relation with the civil also. It's not their permanent this thing ना, कल कुछ हो गया and then they say no, you are disembodied, go, but then ना घर के रहेंगे ना घाट के. So they have to keep the relation. तो इसलिए कई लोग क्या करते हैं, 1 year they spend in Territorial Army, they go for 6 months and they come back.
So sir, Territorial Army, if I'm joining Territorial Army, I'm joining it for 2 years, going back to my civil life, I can go back again, join
Totally.
Territorial Army.
Get embodied.
But is there any kind of inquiry or the
इंक्वायरी होती है शुरू में.
कि क्यों जाना चाहते हो?
नहीं नहीं ये बाद में कोई इंक्वायरी नहीं. It's your wish.
अंदर बाहर
It's your
आओ.
wish.
It is your wish.
Your wish.
So can this be a second line of career for people who missed out doing some great things in their early stage
Yeah,
of life?
why not? Yes.
And
yes.
they have made enough money or enough experience, or now they are satisfied, and you know, at the age of mid career crisis, जिसको हम कहते हैं
35,
40s.
38, 40 years में they can go.
So mid career crisis में अगर for example किसी, मैं अपना एग्जांपल ले लेता हूँ, अगर मुझे 35-40 इयर्स के करियर में मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है कि अभी मुझे रिटायर करना है, मैं अभी बहुत काम कर लिया, तो क्या उनके लिए करियर इज डेफिनेटली, इज देयर एनी काइंड ऑफ अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम फॉर दीस काइंड ऑफ पीपल?
Unfortunately, what is the question is very pertinent. This has not been actually like NDA, CDS, like TA has not been so advertised, or it
Okay.
has not. But yes, it is there. One who is aware and one who wants to join, so they come to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like our honor of the country, the Thala, the MS Dhoni. I have seen many pictures of him in the
Colonel
uniform.
Colonel's uniform.
So are we talking about the same kind of thing?
No.
Okay.
That is an honorary rank.
Oh.
If you go at your colonel, lieutenant colonel has got more this thing, he is an honorary. It is just because he has done something good for the nation, khela well, he has played well and this thing. So a token of appreciation from army.
Oh.
Like Sachin Tendulkar is group captain in Air Force.
Oh, is it?
He's a group captain in Air Force.
Group captain?
Group captain is equivalent to colonel. Group captain is the rank equivalent to colonel in Air Force.
So he is given all the perks of what the other officers
are?
No,
they won't get pay or anything like that. They only uniform.
Only uniform. So they get any ID card? बहुत बड़ी बात है सर वो.
तो बोलते हैं ना हम लोग, तारे दो ही जगह अच्छे लगते हैं, एक तो आसमान में या फिर कंधे पे.
वो तो डेफिनेटली बहुत सुंदर बात कही आपने. We were talking about the TA. We call it as Territorial Army. Now, Territorial Army is all about a wing. जो मुझे समझ में आया, it is all about a wing, a support system to the frontline army. Am I right?
Absolutely.
But TA के ना payout में, ना उनके कोई रैंक में, ना उनके कोई रुतबे में, ना कोई पर्क्स में,
कोई फर्क,
कहीं पर भी कोई भी फर्क नहीं होती है.
नहीं.
ओके. अब जैसे आपने बताया कि टीए का अवेयरनेस ज़्यादा नहीं है. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक आर्मी शुड डू टू मेक दिस टीए अवेयर अबाउट the processes, the benefits and the importance of getting into the army? Like coming to the point of, जैसे हम देखते हैं इजराइल में हर एक फैमिली का बच्चा आर्मी के फ्रंट लाइन में है. इसके बारे में आपका क्या ख्याल है, and how TA can be a part of it?
Now, to start with the TA battalion, firstly I just wanted to just correct myself in which I told you the TA has started in 1948.
Oh, immediately after the army.
After we got independence, 1948, and if I'm not wrong, 9th October 1948 को पहली बार वो स्टार्ट हुआ था.
9th October
1949.
1948
में कॉन्सेप्ट आया. 9th October 1949, दैट टाइम इंडियन गवर्नर जनरल अपने सी राजगोपालचारी थे, उनके हस्ते वो ओपन हुआ था, वो लॉन्च हुआ था. एंड देयर वाज ए टेरिटोरियल आर्मी एक्ट बोलते हैं शायद, उसके तहत ये इसको रेस किया था. एंड द एम इज सेम व्हाट आई वाज टेलिंग यू फॉर द पीछे अपने लोग करेंगे. और उसमें जो अभी नई कहानी अभी ये है कि अभी इट इज दैट like you were saying when we were chit chatting, you told me कि one of your friends wanted to do something जब पुलवामा अटैक हुआ था ये वो, नाउ अभी अभी कुछ ऐसे आ रहा है कि जो लेडीज और जेंटलमैन जो है वन हु वांट जो है, एक टीए इंजीनियर्स भी हमारे,
ओ
टीए जैसे रेलवे टीए इकोलॉजी, वैसे टीए इंजीनियर्स भी है। नो टीए इंजीनियर्स में जो ऑफिसर और जो लेडीज है, दे आर liable to be or they can be posted to line of control.
थोड़ा सा एलॉबरेट करेंगे।
I will elaborate that. जो अभी जो नया अभी प्लानिंग हो रही है या हो गई होगी, जो भी ऑफिसर्स है, लेडी ऑफिसर्स और जेंटलमैन ऑफिसर्स, those are those can be posted on LOC. I'm talking of TA engineers. TA
Okay.
engineers, they are they can be posted to on line of control for maintenance of LOC fence, line of control fence.
Okay, that means they are going to be a support mechanism at the front.
At the front. साथ में
Of
just to
course.
beef up the engineer regiments, जो regular engineer regiments है, उनको beef up करने के लिए। तो इतना सब कुछ है। तो अभी now that empowerment for the lady, for this thing, everything is coming up, कि है ना, ऐसे ना लगे कि हम क्यों सिर्फ रियर एरिया ने, हमको भी आगे जाना है। सो ये भी तरीका है आगे जाने
Sir,
वालों का।
नॉट बीइंग जेंडर बायस्ड, बट जैसे आपका ये आपने बताया कि फीमेल इंजीनियर्स एंड फीमेल
लेडी ऑफिसर्स,
officers, we have seen very small number of officers or soldiers in the army. ये पूरे दुनिया के आर्मी में ऐसा होता है या सिर्फ भारत के आर्मी में ऐसा
Now
है?
I will tell you. Of late, when I was say year 1992, that was the first time the lady officers have come into Indian Army.
Okay.
1992, 93. 93 June, if I'm not wrong. First batch was commissioned. They passed out in June 1993. When I was a third termer in IMA, Indian Military Academy, that
Oh.
time. So, but that time they were in Army Education Corps, Signals, support arms. However, फिर बाद में धीरे धीरे करते करते they have come into artillery, then Corps of Engineers, they have come into Corps of Engineers, where Corps of Engineers is in the front. वो भी ब्रिजेस बनाती है लेडीज आजकल।
तो हमारे इंडिपेंडेंस के इतने सालों बाद
देखो हमारा
Females
जो
को empowerment
सोशल,
मिला।
हमारे देखो ऐसा है, आर सोशल फाइबर जो अपनी पुरानी प्रथा है, ये एक्सेप्शंस आर देयर, लाइक महारानी लक्ष्मीबाई है, वो एक्सेप्शंस आर देयर, बट दे वर द रूलिंग क्लैन। बट फॉर द दिस थिंग, अपना सोशल फाइबर इज सच, और सोशल अपना जो स्ट्रक्चर इज दैट, कि आज से 50 साल पहले, 40 साल पहले तक क्या था, लेडीज घर संभालती थी, मेन यूज्ड टू वर्क, बट नाउ द लेडीज आर कमिंग अप एंड गुड फॉर द नेशन। एक्चुअली शोल्डर से शोल्डर मिला के काम कर रही हैं, दे आर कमिंग अप सो वेल, एंड इन आर्मी दे आर बीइंग ट्रेन्ड
as equal to the
as
officers.
equal to a male officer, with barring some exception, which that consideration for the gender has to be taken. Otherwise, they are बराबर में।
Sir, can we assume that now the number of lady officers or the lady recruitment are increasing?
No, ladies are only in as an officers. They have not come as a jawans or the soldier. But in Corps of Military Police, I would like to tell people, like in Corps of Military Police, we have got openings for lady NCOs, non-commissioned officers and junior commissioned officers. You have got the entry for Corps of Military Police, and of course, for in the officer cadre there are ladies as we had. But this this introduction of ladies in Corps of Military Police is a new thing which has come just a year, 2 years back. So I just want people to know that.
Oh. तो इसके बारे में थोड़ा बता पाएंगे आप?
Now, Corps of Military Police is a military. It's basically military police which does what normal civil police does for the civil public.
Okay.
Correct? Like traffic control, like discipline, like vigilance, right?
Intelligence, you can
Intelligence,
say.
intelligence to some extent, but yes, but keeping a watch, ठीक है? Then apprehending faujis and doing some malpractices or into nefarious activities. So whatever the civil police does in the civil, so same military police does the same and for the army people.
Oh.
Be it officer, be it jawan.
So
Now I will just come to why ladies. Ladies का अगर वन ऑफेंडर है तब क्या करेंगे? देन ऑफिसर जेंटलमैन या मेल जो जवान है सीएमपी का, सीएमपी कोर ऑफ मिलिट्री पुलिस, कोर ऑफ मिलिट्री पुलिस, सीएमपी.
ओके.
सो मेल काउंटर पर जाके जैसे लेडी पुलिस होती है वैसे लेडी पुलिस यहाँ पर भी चाहिए ना.
राइट.
अगर नाउ लेडी ऑफिसर्स आर कमिंग तो कोई लेडी वो चाहिए ना मिलिट्री पुलिस. सो दैट इज हाउ दिस इंडक्शन ऑफ लेडीज in CMP, Corps of Military Police, is started.
ओके. सो जैसे हमारे यहाँ पुलिस है वैसे आपके यहाँ पर भी पुलिस है.
CMP.
आपके यहाँ पर मतलब हमारे
आर्मी में
वहाँ पर भी पुलिस है.
आर्मी, आई एम व्हेन आई एम सेइंग आर्मी नेवी एयरफोर्स.
या. सो वहाँ पर भी सेम फॉर्मेट.
सेम.
Now again coming back to the same question. So post 1992, female population in terms of new recruits has increased.
We don't call it as recruits. We call it as recruits is the one.
My bad.
Now, yes, it has increased because it was just at starting. People from home, like parents were not allowing them. It was a new thing to come, right? And people were had apprehensions to send their daughters to join army. But dhire as the awareness came up, and then actually now we have got a good strength of lady officers in the army.
So I'm really amazed to know that even female की वहाँ पर भी empowerment हो रही है.
बहुत अच्छे तरीके से. इनफैक्ट उनके प्रमोशंस भी अभी कर्नल तक होने वाले हैं या हो भी गए होंगे अभी, बिकॉज आई हैव जस्ट लेफ्ट दोस्त समय, या हो भी गए होंगे.
That's so amazing and so beautiful to know that the army is increasing not with a specific gender. It is increasing with both the genders, where they are also responsible, except soldiers on the front. Rest everything is also been.
Never know, कल कुछ आ जाए, like अग्निवीर are there, अग्निवीर women अग्निवीर आ जाए.
Okay.
हो भी सकता है.
Okay.
हो सकता है.
Very
हो सकता है. क्यों नहीं हो सकता? हो सकता है.
So how a new entrant, एक नया जवान जो 16-18 साल कंप्लीट कर चुका है, उसके पास कोई बैकअप नहीं है, उसके पास कोई ऐसा मैकेनिज्म नहीं है कि वो अपनी ब्रेड एंड बटर को अच्छे लेवल पर लेके जाए. सो क्या आर्मी ऐसे बच्चों के लिए कुछ करती है?
नो. I will just answer this question in three different parts. Firstly, I will take on as a soldier. 18 साल का बच्चा when 12th पास करता है, इनफैक्ट 10th 11th पास करने के बाद he can join as a soldier. पर अभी कई इसमें we are taking as a 12th, क्योंकि अभी इतना एजुकेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन होने लग गया. तो पहले तो चौथी पास आते थे. वो पहले के मेरे टाइम के जो सूबेदार और वो होते थे जब मैं कमीशन लिया था तब तो चौथी पास, ठीक है. पर अभी जो है 10th 12th तक मेरे पास दे कम एज अ सोल्जर.
सो मिनिमम टू एंटर इनटू आर्मी इज 18 years.
मैट्रिक
18 years.
18 से यू हैव टू 18 के बाद 18 to 21.
ओके. सो दीज आर द यंग ब्रीड.
18 यंग ब्रीड. नाउ इनके लिए जो है आफ्टर 12th दे हैव गॉट we have got zonal recruiting office, ZROs. Then we have got army recruiting offices. We have got branch recruiting offices. These are at various levels. We have got these recruiting offices wherein now Agniveers are recruited. Correct? Agniveers. अर्स्टवाइल पहले जवान वो होते थे एंड अभी अग्निवीर हो गए.
Okay.
I hope you know about Agniveer.
Definitely.
Okay.
कौन नहीं जानता अग्निवीर को?
So Agniveer is a new concept started by the present dispensation in 2022. Right, that was the first batch in 2022. That time this was first batch had gone. So Agniveer का वो हुआ था. So उसमें फिर they in the recruiting office they have got physical test. They have got physical test 1600 meters दौड़ना पड़ता है. Then they have chin-ups, pull-ups, some various physical tests. Then they have got the written test. Okay, then they have got the written test and then medical test and then they are inducted into the army.
Okay.
ठीक है. And there is a special entry for NCC C certificate. The one recruit who a prospective recruit who has got NCC C certificate, he doesn't require to write written exam.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he has to just clear his physicals and medical. That is all. He becomes a sipai.
He enters at the level of sipai.
At the age of सिपाही. ठीक है. कुछ कुछ होते हैं ना 18, 19, 20, 20, 21 में भी आता है तो वो कब NCC C सर्टिफिकेट किए होते हैं तो उनको सीधा हो जाता है.
तो उनको रिटर्न एग्जाम देने की जरूरत नहीं
देने की जरूरत नहीं है.
So जो
इनके इसमें क्या है रिटर्न एग्जाम पहले नहीं होता है. पहले दौड़ होती है उसके बाद रिटर्न एग्जाम होता है. जो दौड़ में निकले फिर उनका रिटर्न एग्जाम होता है तो उनको वो भी लिखने की जरूरत नहीं. दौड़ क्लियर हो गया सीधा मेडिकल के जाते हैं एंड दे आर इनटू द आर्मी. So I just wanted to tell you, like if a kid or if a child wants to join army as an officer, army I mean to say Army, Air Force and Navy. So after 12th, there is a UPSC exam, NDA exam conducted by Union Public Service Commission. And once they clear UPSC exam, they undergo SSB test, Service Selection Board interviews. And once they go clear the Service Selection Board, they go for medical test. After medical test, merit list is made and then as per the merit, they join National Defence Academy at Khadakwasla, Pune.
Every person from the India has to join that first?
नहीं, this is the entry जो 12वीं के बाद कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, so मतलब देश के कोई भी कोने से कोई भी अगर आए तो उसको पहले वो खड़कवासला में जाना है? नहीं, और नॉट दिस इज वन टाइप ऑफ एंट्री जिसको 12वीं के बाद जाना है. कोई भी हो देश के किसी कोने का हो किसी भी. आई एम प्राउड टू से कि आर्मी और आर्मी एयरफोर्स नेवी इज द ओनली ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विच डजंट हैव अ रिजर्वेशन. इट इज प्योरली ऑन मेरिट. फैंटास्टिक.
जस्ट नो रिजर्वेशन व्हाटसएवर. बंदा कोई भी हो फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ फिफ्थ वो उसका रिटर्न टेस्ट क्लियर, एसएसबी क्लियर, मेडिकल क्लियर, मेरिट लिस्ट बन जाती है एज पर रिटर्न टेस्ट एंड एसएसबी मार्क्स. रिटर्न टेस्ट बनता है उसके स्कोर निकलता है उसमें मेरिट लिस्ट बनती है और वो इज इन. देयर जस्ट नो रिजर्वेशन.
नो रिजर्वेशंस. आपसे बात करके बहुत 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 मज़ा आया. वी रियली कवर्ड अप ऑन द टॉपिक्स विच वाज अनकवर्ड टिल डेट, अनटच्ड टिल डेट, जहाँ पर हमने करियर, हमने कुछ पर्सनल लाइफ, हमने कुछ गवर्नमेंट रिफॉर्म्स, कुछ पॉलिटिक्स की बात की. बहुत मज़ा आया. डेफिनेटली you are ocean of knowledge pertaining to defense. Thank you very much for coming to my show, sir. Thank you very much.
I'm honored. Thank you.